Buddies, hello and welcome to another Wednesday and another episode of AC. That's me talking bowls, and thank you so much for joining me on what is yet another glorious day and one that is just ideal for a game of bowls. Guys, if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button. If you're not already a bowls buddy and a member of this wonderful community of ours, please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free of charge, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for notifications of new content on the channel, which is currently twice a week. Interesting weekend for me. Sort of mixed, really. I hope you lot all got out and about and playing. I'm sorry, I'm a bit fidgety today. I'll explain why in a minute. Hope you all got out and had a nice game, caught some tan and all the rest of it. There's nothing like playing bowls in a bit of warmth, is there? Yeah, mixed weekend for me. Managed to get through at Richmond Bowling Club. Always a pleasure going there. Green was in very nice condition. Played 3 good games. Following day on the Sunday, as I said, I was playing in the Keith Scaife Memorial, and I managed to get to the final, but somewhere between the semi and the final, I managed to injure myself. That's not the reason why I lost in the final to the fittest octogenarian in the game, Howard Warren, but I did lose 21-19. But I have injured myself somewhat. Strained some tendons in my ankle and foot, and currently very difficult and painful to do anything really. So I'm not bowling this week. I've pulled out of the Fleetwood Festival, pulled out of Strawberry Gardens, and the next game should be on Sunday when I'm turning out for the Federation and also for Rosendale in the opening fixtures of the Farley's Super League, which I will come to shortly. But as ever, I'll start off with a very quick roundup of last night's Murfield League. I didn't play, unfortunately, again due to the injury, but I went over a beautiful evening. Green at Thongsbridge was in wonderful condition. Anyway, I'll just run through the scores very quickly. Thongsbridge 10, Denby Grange 2, Ossick Flying Horse 7, Littlemore 5, Dearn Sports 8, Crossgate 4, Lower Hopton 10, Crosslandmore 2, and Pudsey 12, Lower Hopton B 0. And that's very unusual. It's very rare you see a 12-0. You might see an 11-1, you might see a 12-2, but you very rarely see a 12-0. And at the top of the table, that means Lower Hopton are top after 12 games with 94 points. Thongsbridge are second with 92 points. Pudsey are third. They've only played 11 games though, on 84, so they're well within touching distance of the top. And fourth are Crossgates with 80 points. Down at the bottom, Ossick Flying Horse 43 points, 12 points behind Lower Hopton B, and Crosslandmore are currently third bottom, but they have a game in hand, so should move above Denby Grange. So yeah, that's everything in the Murfield League. Massive congratulations to my friend and former fitness coach Nicky White, who managed to win the Murfield Merit on Sunday. I think he was surprised as I was when he won it. I did tell him that as well, which was a bit harsh, I guess, but no, he took it in all good fun. Played very well by all accounts, so fantastic. Nice to see my pal in the winner's enclosure. So as I mentioned just earlier, there's a lot of things happening this weekend. It's the, let's have a look, just pick up my piece of paper. It's the BCGBA Senior Merit Trophy on Saturday, which I'll run through that in a moment. Also at the same time, same day, there's an Invitation 32 at Georgian Dragon. On the Sunday there is the start of the Farley Super League games, and I'll run through those momentarily, and the Federation has their second round of games going on, so there's plenty of bowling on Sunday alongside all the other comps that are going on up and down the country. Before I go on, massive congratulations to a teammate of mine, Jack Dyson, won the competition at Holsworth Wickham Men's Club. I think it was the Frank Bealey Memorial. Beat Ashley Dakin in the final, another colleague of mine. So well done to the Thongsbridge lads over the weekend. All very good stuff. Right, let's talk about this Senior Merit Trophy. Now, I know it's happening, and a few other people know it's happening, but I think if you don't know it's happening, you won't have seen it anywhere. I've seen very little advertising for it. I mean, normally things like this are all over Facebook, social media. I've seen nothing, and honestly, hand on heart, I've been looking for it because, as I say, I want to go. Now I know where it is. I know there's car parking next to it, but if I hadn't have already been to the venue, would I know what to expect? Well, I thought, well, the best place to go and find out all the information you'll need to know about this event, British Crown Green website. So when I went, thinking it'd be the first thing you came to, absolutely front and centre, click here for more information. Well, I had to delve a little bit. It took me maybe 5 minutes just to find the right page. Then rather than the draw being there, it was a PDF file that I had to download. And basically it's just a poster, advertising, a poster online. It gives you the title, gives you the start time, gives you the location, and gives you the admission fee of £5. That's it. No further information, which I think is very, very, very poor in this day and age. So I'm wanting to go to this competition on Saturday. I want to know, can I take my chair? Is there food available? What sort of food is it? Where can I park? Is there a free car parking area? Is there maybe I'm travelling by public transport? What's the nearest bus stop? What's the nearest tram link? What's all these things that could help people go to the venue, make their mind up in advance about going to attend. All these things missing. What sort of food's available? What sort of drink is there? Is there going to be an outside bar? What is the seating available? All these things that could help you make your mind up. And it's just not there. It's just, the lack of advertising is incredible. Nothing on about what's the COVID policy. You know, you're expected to wear masks when you go inside. Lots of questions that need answering, possibly in advance, are missing. I just think the lack of information is stunning. And it's unfortunate because it looks like a reasonable card. I'll just quickly run through it. I'll put a thing up while I'm doing it. So Aaron Clark versus Anthony Lloyd, Chris Bly versus James Davison, Gareth Hughes versus James Grimston, Damien Morrison versus Gareth Herbert, Paul Bailey versus Ed Furness, Jordan Badley versus Andy Hayes, Paul Garwood versus Paul Williams, Mark Ashburn versus Ross Dunkley. That's the top half of the draw. Bottom half, Dave Worthington versus Nigel Fryer, Phil Lee versus Michael Warrington, Ross Meese versus Andy Hamann, Dave Lunn versus Duncan Watkins, Colin Kelly versus Dan Petcher, Kevin Keary versus Philip Wilsden, John Short versus Jason Galvin, and Paul Clark versus Callum Raitt. So obviously a lot of well-known players and some that aren't so well-known, but a nice mix. Obviously Callum will be a massive favourite down at the bottom half there. He's on incredible form, won another competition at the weekend. He must have won about 30 now already, which is incredible. But there's a guy there who's probably played the green more than anyone. Nigel Fryer from Greater Manchester. He's played the green a lot. He could just be an outsider, a bit of a dark horse. Yeah, so if you fancy going, it's at Heaton Park, St Margaret's Road, Prestwich, Manchester, M25 2GT. Starts at 10 AM. £5 entry. That's all I know. Okay, and as I said, starting at exactly the same time, in the same county, is an Invitation 32 that probably, you could argue, has a little bit more quality than that field. I'm absolutely amazed that Jack Hargreaves has been allowed to do it. I'm not saying he shouldn't do it, I'm just saying I can't believe British Crown Green have given him a competition certificate. But who knows? Who knows what's going on? I certainly don't. But I'll just find the draw because I know it's changed quite a bit since he did it. Let's have a look. I think he's had about 50 people in this 32. So Georgian Dragon Invitation, 24th of July, 10 AM start. Neil Bithell versus Matt Gilmore, John Brown versus David Jackson, Glenn Cookson versus Josh Hale, Carl Armitage versus John Palmer, Jack Dyson versus Alan Manuel, Leighton Roberts versus Gary Ellis, Mark Booth versus Graham Wilson, Scott Fisher versus Billy Speed, Tom Palmer versus Josh Mordew, Tom Eccles versus Dave Walker, Lee Johnson versus Darren Plenderleith, Noel Burrows versus Chris Kelly, Dan Jones versus Ben Gloag, Simon Cowp versus Dean Ferris, Gareth Coates versus Adam Penlington, and Tommy Johnston versus Richie Goddard. No dress code, prize money as follows: winner 400, runner up 200, semis 100, last 8 £50, highest break prize £25, and the best win in the first round is also £25. So if that field floats your boat a little bit more than the British Crown Green one, then get yourself down to the Georgian Dragon. I'm sure they'll have their teas, coffees, pub will be open, the toasty machine will be going. It'll be absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's move on. You notice I've not tried to pick a winner of that event because there's just no chance. I think you could, well, there's probably 16 from 32 could win it. So as I said, on Sunday the Farley's Solicitors Super League starts up. If you remember last year this started, it was called the East Lancs Super League. There were teams from all over East Lancashire and into Yorkshire, and this year it's got a little bit bigger, hopefully a little bit better. So most of the teams have got the Bowls Traders bespoke shirts this year, which will be absolutely incredible. A great sight on the green. So I'll just quickly run through the fixtures and venues for Sunday, and these all start at 10 AM and it's 6 at home, 6 away. So Air Valley Bandits are playing Rosendale Rhinos, Air Valley are playing on Cononley, and Rosendale are playing on Gag Hills. Burnley Bulldogs versus Ribble Valley Knights. Burnley are playing on Lower House, Ribble Valley are playing on Longridge. Bury Blackjacks versus Preston Spartans. Bury are playing on Dobbies and Preston are playing on Frenchwood. Darwin Spitfires versus Hyndburn Hornets. Darwin are playing at Darwin Subs and Hyndburn are playing at Globe. Pendle Lions versus Haywood Hawks. Pendle are playing on Foleridge and Haywood are playing on Hotwood Sports and Social Club. So all sort of the main greens are in use straight away. Should be great bowling. The weather's going to be perfect. Really looking forward to that. Enjoyed it last year. It was the only bowls I really played last year, and I found it really good standard. And I'm looking forward to it. It's always nice to play these sorts of games because you don't know all the players. You might play somebody new, which is always nice, and it's nice to see the new different greens as well. You know, playing outside of your area is fantastic, and representing your area is also a little bit of a privilege these days. Right, I'm just bringing up the Federation fixtures. I just need to go on here. Okay, now I'm playing for Colne Valley, and Colne Valley are playing Halifax. Colne Valley are using Linthwaite Hall Bowling Club in Slowett, and Halifax are using Siddle Park in Halifax. Also in Division 1, Leeds are playing Barnsley. Leeds are using Chapel Street. Barnsley are using Barnsley Bowling Club. Into Division 2, East Lancs are playing Airedale. East Lancs are using Rushton Street and Airedale are using Rufford. In Division 3, Bradford are playing Bury. Bradford are using Littlemore Sports and Social Club. That'll be quick. That'll definitely be running a bit. And Bury are using Huntley Unionists, also known as the Duck Club. In Division 3, Rochdale are playing Dudley. Rochdale are using the Royal. Again, that'll be running. And Dudley are using Cradley Sports and Social Club. Division 4, Ormskirk playing Menai. Ormskirk are using Burscough. Menai are using Benlec. Don't know if that's the right pronunciation or not, but there you go. Division 5, Warrington are playing Doncaster A. Warrington are using Grange Sports. Doncaster using Pilkington's Rex. 2 former All England venues there. Division 6, Burton are playing Wrexham. Burton are using Washlands and Wrexham are using Johnstown Bowling Club. Also in Division 6, Haywood are playing Bolton. Haywood are using Bullow Moor and Bolton are using Turton Bowling Club. That's another one that's going to be running a bit down in the dip. Ooh, hope the midges aren't biting. Division 7, Cheshire Parks are playing Southport. Cheshire Parks using Mudley Sports and Southport are using SNSC. Is that Scarisbrick? Bullens Lane, Scarisbrick, yes, that's Scarisbrick. Division 8 goes on, doesn't it? A lot of bowlers in the Fed. Division 8, Doncaster B are playing at Burton, and funnily enough, Doncaster B are using Pilkington's Rec and Burton B are using Washlands as well, so that'll be good. And finally, Division 8, Eccles DP are playing East Lancs B. Eccles using Brackley Bowling Club in Worsley, and East Lancs are using Two Gates in Darwin. So a lot of bowling going on there. If you're short of something to do, all those federation games might just take your fancy. There's a lot going on the Sunday. Certainly not short of events, and to be honest, I like it. It's almost like bowls has started up full time again, which makes me wonder why the proper county, the BCGBA version, we still, we did this knockout event. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. It can't be for reducing travel, minimising COVID, because we've got North Midlands travelling up and Cumbria travelling to play one another. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the next round of county games. I'm going to do a special on Monday just to cover that and get everyone up to speed with where the venues are, who's playing who where, and then I'm going away on holiday for a week. I've decided to get out of the country for 7 days, so you won't hear from me unless I do something from abroad. If I can get a decent connection, I might have a live video, I don't know, but I'll do that next Monday. So the BCGBA knockout event, whatever they're calling it, it's not the Crossfield Cup, I'll do that next Monday. So I'm not a lot else to tell you. I've told you about the Senior Merit Trophy. If you want to find out more information, I don't know where you're going to go, but have a look on the website. It gives you the address and the cost of admission. Georgian Dragon, I've run through that again. Pays your money, takes your pick. 2 big events going on on the same day in the same area, same county area. All seems a little bit strange, but never mind. And on the Sunday, we've got the Farley Super League starting at 10 AM and the Federation Games taking place also that the same day at 2 PM. There's not enough bowling for you there. I don't know what I can suggest apart from watching some of those videos that's on my channel. That should scratch your itch otherwise. Not a lot to say on the development front. Peter Carrington at Todmorden Bowls Academy, he's had his set of junior bowls and he's doing really well with everything. I've been sent some coaching manuals by Steve Clamp. If anybody is interested in having them, reading them, looking at them, whatever, drop me a line. I will happily email them. So I've given permission to email them to people if they want it. Which reminds me, before I go, Steve Clamp got in touch. And if you remember, if you've a better memory than I have, and mine's shot at really, unless you ask me who I played in 1987, I might be all right there. Steve Clamp and a few of his pals, Steve Clamp, Paul Clamp, Aaron Harrison and Andy Howarth, are walking 75 kilometres in 24 hours. Wow, that'd take me 75 days, never mind 24 hours. They've got a Just Giving page and social page. I'll put this up at the end of the video and you'll be able to see where you can go to give your support. So it's all in a very good cause. It's to raise money for the Philip Bright Cran Green Bowls Academy, and hopefully they're trying to raise, I think, 75,000, which is a massive amount of money. But I'm sure any financial help is gratefully received. As I say, I'll put that up at the end of the video. It starts on Friday at 4 AM and finishing hopefully at about 7:30 PM in Alkin Courts Park. They're starting at Alkin Courts Park and walking through loads of different places, arriving back at Alkin Courts Park in the evening. So Friday 23rd of July, give what you can, maybe go along, give your support, that would be fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. So I said I'd give him a little plug, and I have, so there we go. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I think I've given you lots to mull over and to ruminate about. As I say, I'll do a Monday special, a preview of the next lot of county games. I'll do a comments corner on Friday, and then you probably won't hear from me for a week or so, because I need to get out of the country, because I'm getting a bit bored. So anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll say goodbye. Stay safe, get out on the greens, get playing bowls. That's what it's all about. Join me Friday. Bye for now.